Hello everyone, Gemstone Games here, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 5 favorite Roblox games. Alright, first one is a game called Residence Massacre, and for those of you that have played, you know that it's where there is a creature, an anomaly, that has somehow escaped or something like that, and you have to survive the night. First you have to prepare, as you can see. You have to board up windows and stuff, and yeah. And well, I really like this game. Obviously, it's a horror game. I like playing scary games to a certain extent, but yeah, I really like this. And any kind of game that has to almost do with like checking cameras or something like that, I really like those games. I don't know why. I just like that just setup or something like that. So anyway, you have to survive the night. You have to survive until 6 a.m. The farthest I've gotten is 5 a.m., which stinks. But yeah, you have to survive until 12 a.m. Well, no, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. You have to survive the whole night without dying. And there's, as you know, there's the creature who's trying to break in and just murder you for whatever reason. I have no idea, but yeah. And that's basically the plot of the game. You have a flashlight. But it's not just that. Your flashlight runs out. You can collect batteries around the house to make sure that your flashlight duration is longer. And the power can go. So if like you turn on the lights for too long, or if you're checking cameras for too long, that takes up power. So the power can run out, and you need a wrench to fix it. And if you click on the wrong wire, then you end up getting electrocuted. And the oxygen, there's also a generator out there, and the oxygen can run out, which makes you die. You have a certain amount of seconds before you die from lack of oxygen. So yeah, it's kind of a difficult game, but believe me, it's really fun. And as you guys know, there's another game that I already posted about that has to do with checking cameras, and that's actually in this list. So keep watching if you want to find out which one that is, if you haven't watched that other video already. But yeah, that's the main plot of the game. But see, I don't really like to play this alone, just because it's a lot. Keeping up with the lights, keeping up with the power, keeping up with the generator, the oxygen, and all that stuff. Checking all the windows to make sure that the thing doesn't get in here. Yeah, you have to check the windows, and if it comes up to one of the windows, you have to turn on the light so that you can scare it away, because if you don't scare it away, you die. And unfortunately, you can't revive in this game, and not because it's free or anything. I'm not saying it to make it almost as like free or whatever, but it doesn't require any Robux. Why? Because there is no revive, like I just said. So anyway, if it breaks into your house, that's really bad. You need to turn on the light. As soon as you hear glass breaking, you have to find the room that it's in and turn on the light. And you can hide in wardrobes, like this one. And really, there is a chance that it'll break in and get you, but that's only under like a certain circumstance. But yeah, that's the main thing. And if you die, obviously there's a jump scare. It looks weird, but yeah. And the cameras actually have an ability where it says flash, and you can either use that to like help your friends like see if they're going out to the generator or fixing power or whatever. Since once you get outside, the flashlight kind of looks pretty crappy. Like its use is. But yeah. And you can help them with like the generator and stuff. If they need to go out to like fix the oxygen or something, you can check the cameras. There's a flash ability. And I'm pretty sure you can also use that to scare the thing away from the cameras. And I'm pretty sure that was updated in the Halloween update in this or whatever. And there's different hats you can obtain with different badges. Like right now, I'm using the Halloween one. It was limited. The pumpkin smasher, where you had to like step on all of the pumpkins without dying, because there's some that kill you. But yeah, that's just the main plot of the game. Their body, if they don't leave, just stays on the ground there. So yeah, and doing it in single player is hard enough because you have to check every single window, and if your screen gets like almost like static, it has like static on it, then that means that you're getting closer and closer to the anomaly. And if you're hiding in a wardrobe, stay in there until the static goes away. Save power. You can skip the daytime if you want. That's also another thing that they added. But yeah, I mean, like, I've never won before, and I honestly say that it's kind of difficult to win. One, because if you're playing with people that either don't speak in a certain language that you do, like one time I was playing with these guys and they spoke Spanish, and I can't really speak Spanish. I can barely say anything in Spanish. But yeah, you need to be able to communicate, and also make sure that you don't get noobs, like ones that like have just joined the game. They have no idea what to do, because what they're probably gonna do is they're probably just gonna turn on all the lights and just check the cameras, and then when the part goes, oh no, what do we do with the power? Die, and then they just get massacred. What's called a Residence Massacre. Now, it said night 2, and I'm not exactly sure what that means, just because I've never gotten to night 2. I've never gotten past night 1 before. But yeah, I'm still trying to get past there. But yeah. And if you win once, there's a mode. It's like a harder mode, and it's called Blood Moon. And I've never played that before. I'm pretty sure my friend has. But my guess is that it's harder and may or may not have more than one anomaly game. Anyway, let's get on to the next game. Okay, the next game is the strongest battle. And I just gotta say, this game, not only just because of the roles, but like literally just some of the incredible gameplay that you can do. There's so many different ways. And you can buy the early access right now. And due to the demon update, they added a private service plus, which is yeah. There's so many different abilities. Ultimate too, where there's ultimate attacks, you're way stronger. Yeah, and let's get on to the next game. Okay, the next game, this is actually footage from when I played this game in a different video, and if you guys know, it's The Intruder. I love this. This was one of the very first horror games that I've ever played, and it has grown so much. There have been like so many different updates. I just love it. It's just such a good game. I love the different maps, the different gameplay styles. It's just so good. And I mean, like the first time that you play it, like the first time I played each of the maps, like it was kind of scary. Like the first 2 or 3, the first 2 maps weren't scary just because of the jump scare. Like the plot was the same and everything. But yeah, I just love this game so much. And the lodge and the mental hospital. Oh, sorry. Anyway, the lodge and the mental hospital had entirely different plots, which just made the game, I'm pretty sure it made the game like way more popular. And like some of them, like the lodge has like two different endings, and the mental hospital and like the ones that like have an actual story, there's so much deep lore behind it. Anyway, let's get on to the second favorite game. Alright, this is Border Game, and I love this. It's where, and there's different roles, and there's actually, you can have like different objectives, and there's a VR support, but unfortunately I don't have a VR thing, but yeah. And not only just because there's different roles, but some of the gameplay and like the stuff that you do in this game is just straight up goofy. You can either be a peasant that can get a passport and become a citizen. You could be a mission, which is the one who actually controls the border. And there's the brick god, the good brick god, and the bad brick god, and really, whichever side you're on is the one that you're wanting to win. So, right now, I don't really play as a Viking unless I just want to fight a lot of people and just like try to, I don't know, to make the gameplay exciting. But yeah, the mission controls the border. The Viking is the one who is fighting for the good brick god. I mean the bad one. And there are game pass roles such as sorcerer, and that's the only one I can remember. I probably would buy it if I had enough Robux for that. But yeah, some of this it's hilarious. What you can end up, if you're in the right moment, you can end up stealing other people's passports that actually work, and then you get in, and then they have to go buy some cheap one that has a chance that it won't work. And yeah, so it's just straight up hilarious. Some of the things that you can do here. But yeah, and there's like you can like earn like different monies. Monies. What kind of language am I using today? The money. You can if you become a citizen, you can have like an axe and you can chop down trees and you can do that. And see, look, that guy just stole my passport. He just freaking straight up stole my passport and he has a fake one and I was gonna use it against me. Yeah, you can like buy different things like a sword, a bow and arrow. I'm pretty sure like an air turret or something like that. An axe, obviously, a shield. You can a bomb, a pickaxe. Have I already said axe? I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, this game is really fun. I just now started playing it, and it's definitely a really good game. I hope that they have more I hope they have more updates in the future. And but anyway, some of the things you can do, you can buy cake, you can buy bread, you can make your own bread by like getting the dough and all of that. And yeah, anyway, that's a good game. Let's get on to my #1 favorite game, Slab Battles. Those of you probably may or may not have expected this, considering how my last channel was all about Slab Battles. I love this game so much. There's just so many different gloves, so many different badges, and they all have their own unique ability. And honestly, when it comes to my opinion on Slab Battles and Ability Wars, Slab Battles kicks the butt. And while Slab Battles has grown, like, kind of, how would I say this? Almost like, no, like, it was one of the #1 games when it first came out. Because it was, like, one of the only combat games, because that's what I've heard. And it used to have, like, 40,000 people playing it. And then games like Blade Bowl and The Strongest Battlegrounds, I already mentioned, came out. And that made it to go only, like, 10,000. But yeah, it's a really good game. I highly recommend you guys play it. And there's updates every Friday, if you guys don't know, which you probably don't. I'm not sure why the heck I'm asking. But yeah, sometimes they release limited UCGs. As you can see, there's like a little Rob plushie on my shoulder. And yeah, you have to complete like different objectives for that. And then some just require slabs. Some of the abilities are garbage. Some of them are cool. Anyway, yeah, that's the video, and I'll see you guys later.